Well, there's so many great people in this movie, so.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
So tell me, what was your initial reaction when you saw American Gangster for the first time?
The first time I saw it, they had screened it before it was finished, and I think the first time I was awestruck. To see this film, to enjoy this film as a film goer and a movie buff, but then to be in it on top of it, it was like, wow, it's like getting cake with ice cream and a cherry on top, you know what I mean? So it was real exciting for me. And the last night really was even more exciting because I got the chance to see the whole film from beginning to end with the audience and the movie theater. That was so much fun last night, yeah.
What does American Gangster mean to you? What does this movie mean to you?
I think American Gangster is like the story of the American man, you know what I mean, trying to make it in this world. The unfortunate thing is that sometimes you gotta step on people to get to the top. And I wish we could find a way around it, you know what I mean? But it's hard to find a way around it, and when you struggle with so many limited resources in our community, shall we say. But Frank Lucas is an American gangster. I mean, and whether he was white or black, I mean, his idea in business, his ideas of capitalism and how he approached it, and his standard of family living is a good representation of how an American man wanted to be. But the death that he caused and the violence that he entailed, you know, is the negative side of life, and that's what caused him to have a downfall. You know, you look at somebody like Bill Gates, you could call him an American gangster too. How he went in, worked for IBM, got some secrets, stepped out, and turned life around. You know what I mean? But he didn't take a lot of families with him. He fed more families. He made millionaires throughout Seattle, throughout the Silicon Valley, you know what I mean? So he's not tearing down families, he's building up families. And that's a good American gangster, actually, you know what I mean?
That's great. I love that. How do you think this film will play in the hip-hop community?
Oh, man, this film gonna rock in the hip-hop community. Jay-Z already doing an album. Jay-Z's considered one of the most prolific, best hip-hop artists out there as a solo, right? And he sees this film, has nothing to do with it, sees it, inspires him to make a whole album. So that shows you the effect this is going to have, because he's a very smart guy and a very astute guy. And for him to jump on it, I know that all of us going to jump on it. He's just, you know, he's the tastemaker. This is going to be a very well-received film by hip-hop.
Now, this film, you have Academy Award-winning actors, you know, nominated director, winner director. You have members of the hip-hop community in this film. What does it say about the impact of hip-hop?
Oh, I think hip-hop has had a major impact on the world, you know what I mean? Creatively, musically, through film, video games, everything. But what I like about this film in particular is that the people who they chose to represent are not just your average hip-hop artists. It's not just, oh, let's go get this most popular guy, this most popular guy. They got guys who can hold their parts and hold it, whether it was a hip-hop artist or not, you know what I mean? And I like to take the word off hip-hop sometimes and just say they went and got some artists, you know what I mean, from the hip-hop field. Yeah. And we came in, we represented, you know, we represented well. And I'm glad that we did represent well. You look at Common, and you know his personality, and you know he's really a nice guy. He's not a gangster. And he's able to play a gangster and play this role and be opposite to him, to his music, you know what I mean? It shows that he's willing to take that chance. He don't have to be stuck in his box. And then even myself, the RZA, who's known for, you know, jumping on stage, go vampire teeth in my mouth and I'm a nice, mild-mannered cop, you know what I mean?
This is the newly formed Essex County Narcotics Squad. Our mandate is to make major arrests, no street guys. We're looking for the suppliers and the distributors. Heroin, cocaine, amphetamines, no grass under 1,000 pounds, no powder under 40 kilograms. Any less than that, then somebody else can waste their time. We're gonna be handling the big shipments, the big money, and big temptation.
I heard a story about you, that you found $1 million in unmarked cash, and you gave that back. Is that true?
Yeah, I did. Anybody got a problem with that?
Wow.
So do I, you know? I think about it every day. I should be down in South Florida with a 68-foot cruiser doing fishing charters.
You and me both.
But, you know, I didn't, so here I am, and we'll be looking to land some other kind of sharks.
It was fun for me to, you know, to be rocking it with T.I. Like, with him playing my son, that was kind of funny, though. I was like, man, this dude, I ain't that much older than T.I. like that. But you know, we worked it out, and we got into the character for that, and it worked out real cool. You know, I had him when I was young. That's all that happened. But working with T.I., he definitely brought that soul and improvisation that I was talking about, that people from the hip-hop background, you know, have had. And knowing that RZA was a part of it, I got to just, you know, really just rap with him a little bit about just being a part of this movie. We both were saying it's a big step for us.
Man I worked for had one of the biggest companies in New York City. He ran it for more than 50 years. 15 years, 8 months and 9 days. I was with him every day. I worked for him, I protected him, I looked after him, I learned from him. Bumpy was rich, but he wasn't white man rich. You see, he wasn't wealthy. He didn't own his own company. He thought he did, but he didn't. He just managed it. White man owned it, so they owned him. Nobody owns me, though.
Hey.
How you doing, baby?
Good.
That's because I own my own company, and my company sells a product that's better than the competition at a price that's lower than the competition.
I mean, I'm a cool cat. You know, we actually worked together on my last album. You know, he's a cool cat, one of the coolest. And I mean, you know, they make him up, man, to way he presents himself to be older than, you know what I'm saying, than he really is. But, you know, I think it's a great cast. You know, RZA's involved as well, and you know, you got Ruby Dee, you know, of course Denzel, Russell Crowe, and one of the greatest directors of all time. You know what I'm saying, Ridley Scott. It's really my internship. I'm fetching coffee and taking notes. You know what I'm saying. I'm happy to be here.